What's up, everybody? As you know, here at Hotboxin, we are major fans of Tupac. Well, the original 1996 painting by visual artist Riskie Forever, also known as the album artwork on the Tupac's Don Killuminati. The 7-day theory, aka the Makaveli, is up for auction. You better hurry the hell up. I'm about to put a bid on this myself.
Thanks to Heritage, Auction, and Zealous, this piece of hip-hop history is going to the highest bidder. It will be up for auction on their website June 18th.
The highest bidder will not only take home this painting, but also an exclusive one-of-one NFT commemorating the painting that will include a never-before-heard story about the painting from the artist himself, Riskie Forever. And, this is an insane prize to own. It's like you're owning a piece of hip-hop history here.
If you're interested, go to hard.com/Makaveli Art to make a bid on the painting. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity.
Yo, Mike, man. You hear about the sweepstakes they're doing with the Makaveli painting auction? Did you hear about this? Fans will actually have the chance to win a percentage of the final painting sale price. And they're doing it with free NFTs. That's an insane thing to have the opportunity to win. You just head to MakaveliArt.com, click the enter and claim NFT. Just hit that button to download and create a Zealous wallet, and you're in. I'm gonna spell it out for you guys to make it very simple. MakaveliArt.com.
Wait, how much money are you talking here, Whoo Kid? I might want to get in on this.
Oh, yeah, yo, you're definitely going to want in on this. One person will get a minimum of 25 grand. And depending on how much the painting sells for, they could win a maximum of 100 grand, yo.
That's some real money. I got to download that Zealous wallet. Tell me the site again. Hey, give me my fucking phone.
Go to MakaveliArt.com. Claim your collectible NFT to enter. And who knows? You could be one of the 151 winners, even if you can't afford to buy it. No purchase necessary, void where prohibited, open to legal residents of the 50 United States who are 18 and older with a smartphone prior to entry, ends June 5th. See official rules for complete details at MakaveliArt.com. Wow, we are back again, another episode of Hotboxin, and today we're gonna get all the smoke. We got Matt Barnes, we got Steven Jackson, and we're gonna smoke our lives away with Mike Tyson.
The Ganja King.
You know?
No, forgive me, the Ganja God, man.
Yo, behind us is the original painting of the most iconic hip-hop album covers of all time. Tupac's first posthumous album, the Don Killuminati. The 7-day theory, also known as Makaveli. For those of you who don't know, visual artist Riskie Forever showed this painting to Tupac during the creation of the artwork and later presented his final version of Tupac the day before he was shot in Vegas. This painting is a true relic to the legacy of hip-hop. Thanks to Heritage, Auctions, and Zealous, we have it here today because it is up for auction on the Heritage Auctions website until June 18th. The highest bidder will not only take home this painting, but also an exclusive one-of-one NFT commemorating the painting that will include a never-before-heard story about the painting from the artist, Riskie Forever, if you are interested. I'm interested. Go to ha.com/MakaveliArt to make a bid on the painting. Go there right now.
Man, I love to hear a personal story for Riskie about painting this. Man, I couldn't even imagine what goes into creating something like that. If you don't have that kind of dough to bid on this painting, you can go to MakaveliArt.com to enter sweepstakes for a chance to win a percentage of the final sales price.
Winning percentage of the final sale can mean a winning minimum of 25 grand and a maximum of 100 grand. That's crazy. We're going to be spending time today talking about this painting, the album artwork, and the impact this album had on hip-hop culture. His music is timeless, but they got like a timeless piece of art here. What's going on over here? I see like the advisory. I can see the humidity. Explain what do you see over here on the painting?
They can remind me a little bit of Jesus.
I see rebirth. I see hidden truths. He's one of the ones that talked about the industry, but
I see.
What do you see? What do you see?
How people was trying to talk about him and crucify him. Talk about saying he was this, he was that.
I see life after.
That's a powerful painting right
This
there.
is what he wanted. He just wanted to be immortal.
25, 20 plus years later, like how big is his name still?
The fact that you got the painting here, who are you? What is it, like the nigga Da Vinci Code? Like how
what
you
I
get this
think?
shit here?
I always think that too. Who am I? Crazy.
Do you mind if I ask you a question
You can
even
ask
on your
anything you want,
podcast?
yeah.
So Tupac is one of my, I got it tattooed on my hand. He's one of my favorites. Now I got a chance to meet him, but I know you got, can you just tell some Pac stories? I've always wanted to ask you that shit.
Listen.
I should have saved this for all the smoke, but fuck it.
So Tupac, listen, I'm locked up, it's around 93. It's maybe 94, 'cause I got out pretty soon and Tupac went in. He comes in this place in the end. This is all white supremacy. This is just, you've been locked up in Indiana.
Nah, I ain't been locked up. He been locked up.
As soon as he comes in, everybody starts applauding, clapping up and applauding. Hey, stop, sit down, stop. You know, the guards are saying that shit. And he was a force. If he loved you, it was all love. But if he didn't like you, he looked for beef sometimes. He wanted you to know he was there. With a loving brother, but yes, a Gemini too, but he was ready to get down.
But you being at the highest point in your career and you're meeting him in jail, like, what was in your head? Like, you felt like he was like someone that's spiritually connected with you, like you and him are the same, dealing with the same issues. You had issues back then, just like him. You went to jail, he went to jail. Well, what was the connection?
I don't know the connection. This one day, me and a friend of mine was having a party, and this young kid came up. I said, yo, man, let this kid in, man. You know how we was when we were kids. They wouldn't let him. He said, yeah. And the guy said, well, and he brought around 20 guys with him. So he said, man, we got to take you in the back. One of those guys with Tupac, and that's how I met him.
What?
And his mother had wrote me a letter saying, my son is Tupac Shakur. I'm a recovering addict. And he said, you got him in a club one time, and he would like to come visit you. And that's how I met him.
Wow. Rest in peace, Afeni.
How was it like when you heard he passed away? Like,
well, I was actually there, matter of fact, but it was just tricky. It was just really tricky, you know. It was really tricky stuff. Cause you just trust me. It was stuff. It was just really interesting how that turned out that way. Like, everywhere I go out, like in Africa, Europe, they always ask me, how was Tupac? What was Tupac like?
Right.
Everywhere, all over the world.
Didn't he see this exact one?
Yeah, that's
he
the one that
actually seen it.
So the artist.
It was on cover one of his albums.
Yeah.
What songs that you guys fuck with Tupac that changed your lives? Like being in, you know, the behind the scenes, the locker room songs, the turn ups.
I mean, like growing up, you know, you got the Brother Had a Baby and you know, Dear Mama and Keep Your Head Up and all those. But I think as an adult, I like Everything You Owe.
All Eyes on Me,
and
nigga.
Bury Me a G and those type of songs. So
Staring at the world through my rear view. Remember Unc Status Down,
Tupac,
Dallas and Broke It Down,
Tupac.
White Man's World. Just all different. You asked Jack, like I ran the little, what was it back in 07, 06? The little speaker in the locker room. And what was the only shit we played?
Pac all day.
That's it.
All day.
That's it. All we played was Tupac before games for that We Believe team. That was it.
Is there a specific song you like on this album, Mike? Toss It Up was crazy.
Live and
Hail
Die
Mary.
in LA.
Wow.
Life of an Outlaw. White Man's World, one of my favorite songs. I said that earlier.
Shout it out
Me and my
earlier.
girlfriend.
To Live and Die in
Head.
LA.
Hold your head, nigga!
Yo, relax. That's crazy.
You can't be talking about killing shit and shit coming back at you. You know, whatever you talk, whatever you want comes to you, baby.
Yeah.
You gotta put out positivity.
It's real talk.
You live by the Tupac like rules and energy, or?
No, I live by the rules of life.
Even though his album was like the most iconic hip hop album
I treat
ever.
people the way I want to be treated. I treat myself with the respect I want them to respect me. Well, listen, when you manifest things, sometimes they happen quicker than you expect. You know, and I'm just putting this with him and Biggie, they really rapped about destroying themselves and dying, and this is just what happens when you do that. I only manifest good things and positive and healthy things, and look at me, I got a show talking about positive shit with positive brothers. Whatever you think about yourself, you are good or bad. You're right.
When is
When this came out? Yeah, 96.
96. So
96.
for me, this album came out the year I graduated high school.
Oh,
You
wow.
got some stuff.
And I know what I was doing around that
you can
time.
always
So
put it.
this album was a big soundtrack to my life because I was really in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like around this time, I couldn't see none of this.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 10 toes in it. You know what I'm saying? Around this time, so this album is probably an album that I know word for word because when I was really going through it and really in the streets, I was jamming this.
Wow.
Yeah, 96.
It's amazing how an album could save lives. Like, it could change the
It
way, the
happens since the
perspective
beginning of
about-
music.
That's crazy.
That's what it's supposed to do, though, right?
Yeah, again, that you think it's a joke when they said music calms the savage beast? You think they just made the osmosis? The real deal. Cools the savages down.
You like that All Eyes on Me. You wish that was on this album, huh?
Big time.
I love that song.
I mean, every time you just think about that album, you think about you and him meeting in the tunnel. I'm telling you, every time you think about that's you and after your fight when you and Pac met in the tunnel, like that was an iconic moment. You know what I'm saying? That was a big moment, especially in our culture.
Hell yeah.
Big, right? I kept saying, yo, when you go to come, man, do you get that song done, man? That song is done. He said, yeah, 1 minute, Mike, I'm gonna get it done. I said, come on, man, you done the song yet, man? I mean, I was always talking on the phone before the fight. You done the song? I got it, it's cool.
Wow. That is amazing, man.
Like, he was...
You could outdo time, man. We went through so much shit the last couple of years. Tupac is still in our
Explain
DNA.
time to me.
It's about time that we smoke together, you know?
So, Mike, next time you got to come on our show now.
It'll be my pleasure.
We would love it.
They don't mind if I curse, I say bitch,
Nah, Mike,
nigga,
you do whatever the fuck you want to do, Mike. Ain't nobody telling you shit.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
You'll take some of the attention off me.
Listen, no, I got this new app, and it's called, I have this new app, and people that want to cancel me, they say, no, I'm going to cancel you, boom.
Oh, wow.
To you.
I need that, too.
This
You got
is
that too?
I need that from you.
Yeah, once you get down with relevant, they protect your soul and your wallet.
in your wallet.
It's safe to say Mike is the only one that really can't get canceled. He's been in our DNA so long.
Okay. But what is counsel? What is it?
What is that?
A motherfucker just ain't fucking with you.
I mean, but who cares?
I know, that's why we canceling them.
Yeah, fuck them.
That's my thing. Oh, you don't like me? Kind don't see me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I like that.
CB.
I like that.
How does it feel, man? You guys are like the voice of like, NBA players. Basically almost, you guys, your whole podcast is really open formatted, but coming from like the early 2000s and you really couldn't like smoke weed, couldn't talk about stuff like certain things and the politics of the NBA. Now you guys became like the voice and you're giving voices to NBA players to come on your show to broadcast their opinions. How does that feel that you guys are like ahead of the game with that?
I think because we was true to it. We wasn't, at the time, we wasn't smoking. You know, Jamal Crawford here tell we wasn't smoking for people to notice. We was smoking just to get through games and just to make it to play the next game. We was playing 4 games in 4 nights. So when we was smoking, we actually needed it. You know, a lot of times people smoke, nowadays people smoke just so people can see them smoking or to be cool. Nah, we smoked the whole time and got away with it because we wasn't getting caught with it in our car or nothing like that. We was doing it the right way. So for us to be like damn near spokesperson of it now is because we can speak on it because we had, respectable careers, you know what I'm saying, doing it the whole way. So we know how it should be done. And now that the NBA don't get tested, you know what I'm saying, they owe a lot to us because we was the ones, fighting for the test to go away, you know what I'm saying? So now they can smoke.
Fight you, then pay your debt back.
Yeah.
Say, I owe you this, man. It wasn't for you, brothers, we could never have this.
And you know what? A few guys did say that, Mike. A few guys did reach out and say, man, we appreciate y'all fighting for it. But, at the time, we was getting suspended. You know what I'm saying? You know,
in the program,
going in the drug program and stuff
once
for
a
it.
week and still smoking.
We had to do it though.
Do you remember? Listen, I remember I was on probation. And I remember how you couldn't stop smoking. So you had to drink. You know when you had to drink all this shit.
Had to keep the drink on you.
So it was this thing that you drank that purified your body. It's a big fucking jug, right? And you could buy it. It's like a purifier. And man, I'm doing this. I had to pull over. I had this shit on the side of the road. It was fucking
they had you leaking from both ends, huh, Mike?
Man, it was like a blowout. Like a blowout. And the building's right here, like one of those high-tech. I said, what did they say? Who's that nigga shitting right there?
That's Champ.
I think I know that ass.
This that 7 Lee's Volvo for you, Mike. Tell me what you think.
Oh, he's getting me nervous when I get that.
Nah, you gonna be good. I wouldn't steer you wrong.
But being on parole and you guys are in the NBA, like, how did you guys get away with, like, you know, the testing and stuff like that?
Well,
like,
now that it's
timing, like you do a lot of timing.
Back then,
but now that it's not tested, we can kind of tell how we used to move. But it was like Mike said, we used to have this shit called clear. It had several different names.
Liquid.
Clear, liquid.
But
so basically,
go ahead.
No, basically what we do, I would just go into GNC like, yo, I got to take they recognize me. I'm like, I got to take a test. What do you recommend to flush my body? So we started getting the names of the best drinks they had.
Wow.
So I would pay my trainers some little money under the table just to kind of give me a heads up of, you know, when it just give me, you don't have to, because they stopped giving names. They just started doing a group. We got 5 players and they wouldn't tell you until you actually got there. So you couldn't really prepare. So I had to prepare as if every time it was me. So you had to drink this drink and then drink a bunch of water and pee 3 or 4 times. So you're all bloated and nasty. But then it would mask your pee for like 6 hours. And that's literally how I got through my 15-year career was just being ready at all times. And sometimes the 2 times I didn't have it, I got popped and went to the program.
Wow. And I'm a major league asshole. I had a fake dick.
Oh, they found those in our league. They
had a fake dick. Well, mine lasted for a while.
Like a dildo type thing?
No, not dildo. This is a fake dick.
What?
And you have to paint it for to look at my complexion. It comes out white and pink.
You hear this shit?
He said you had to paint a pink one black.
So when I'm always doing it, I always say, first of all, I put my real one out first. Hey, you want to take this test? You really want to see this dick, man? Hey, no, doctor, please, Mr. Tyson, I can't. And he walks out there, I put the fake one, and it has fake piss, like my baby's piss is in it.
That's some healthy pee right there.
So your baby actually helped you pass bad parole test?
Absolutely.
Wow. That's amazing.
So I made people feel uncomfortable. I said, well, you want to look at my dick? And stop looking at my dick. Yeah. Something wrong with you, motherfucker.
We used
to
call them
police on you?
We used to call them dick.
They close the door. I said, the fake dick.
We used to call them dick washers. I felt like some of the test people like really enjoy staring at, like they would stare at your dick.
I confronted them about it.
You want to see anything else?
So I could do my dirt.
One time I pressed them, I said I had to take a shit because I really did. I thought that would be like, okay, well, that's fine. You just go do it, we'll do it later. The dude came in the stall with me.
What?
Wow, it was unbelievable.
Damn.
When I was in prison, I shit. One of the tests searching me.
I mean, I hung out with Steve for years, and then we used to just chill at your crib and everything. It's just like, you know.
He's a nice guy.
I was on probation and dodging the NBA trying to smoke.
At the same time?
At the same time. And still came out clean.
Were there certain players that you couldn't tell, like, or y'all kept it from each other? Or
I went to jail in Indiana.
Wow.
That was pretty comfortable, wasn't it?
when you guys were in the Warriors, I mean, was there certain players you don't really like interact with?
No, like Jack said, we wasn't really publicizing it, but people knew. Yeah. I mean, our coach knew.
The coach was cool.
You know, the coach.
What?
So we win. Yeah, we made a little cartoon about this. So we beat Dallas in the playoffs one year, and it was the biggest upset in NBA history. Jack lived on a certain floor, and then our coach had the penthouse. We went to Jack's house.
But you didn't tell him this. The feelings. Being high and getting the victory. Oh, nigga.
Nothing like it.
Oh, shit.
Hey, dog.
Oh, my God.
Tell him. Nothing like it.
You high, you just got a victory, you're talking
So we went up to our coach's floor. He's having a party there, and he took me and Jack walk in, and one of our other teammates, he's like, fellas, Woody Harrelson's in the back rolling doobies. So we go back there and smoke, like Woody Harrelson's really back there rolling joints, and we went back there at our coach's house while we was a player, while he was playing.
I was in the playoffs.
While he was in the playoffs.
Man,
yeah, we made a little cartoon about it.
And then years later, now, no more testing. Like, you know,
listen,
back then.
You did a little boxing before.
Crazy.
Yeah. I could tell you, I saw you do uppercut on a nigga before. I know long time back in the day, you that nigga, they couldn't even see, the referee couldn't even see, it was slick. Pow! Right from like, boom. Nigga had almost went to the ceiling, right?
Mike, sometimes you got to get them off you, Mike. You know that.
Yeah, I
you know about that.
yeah.
I mean, Mike just came from a nightmare on the plane. Like,
yes, and they say they ain't gonna pick up charges.
Yeah, so you good.
Yeah.
Survivor.
Yeah.
He fucking with me, man.
You kept your poise for a long time.
Yeah,
man.
I took pictures with the nigga, and I'm just saying, this guy don't know I love. I shouldn't even be taking public planes. My wife gets mad that I take public planes. Well, what am I doing on a fucking plane with my friends and fucking he's supposed to watch me, a bodyguard and a fucking yes, and what am I doing on a plane? It triggers me.
But you guys are like public television, and you see like the fans throwing shit at y'all, and enhancing the anger. Like, and at the end of the day,
in the Holyfield fight.
Yeah.
I had to go up and I was running up like
Somebody threw something at you?
Yeah, I ran up in the house trying to get this motherfucker.
What?
Yeah.
I know about that.
Is it always a losing situation when you're in that position?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
total 100%.
Yes, because at the end of the day, like when this shit happened with us in Detroit, we ended up losing money, but we wasn't wrong because he threw the beer. You know what I'm saying? And it's in any other place, if that wasn't black athletes and somebody threw a beer, it would have been assault.
Listen, that happened in a place like Moscow, England. They would have tore that motherfucker down.
Well, we wasn't in downtown Detroit at the time. It was, if it was downtown Detroit, it would have been a whole different situation.
It would have been some trouble.
Yeah, it would have been some trouble.
Some bad trouble for y'all.
But at the time, though, Mike, we did what we was supposed to do. We cleaned that motherfucker out.
Oh yeah, when you had the altercation when he dropped that thing. Hey,
when they threw that beer on our test.
Listen, right? The world had to see that. I'm talking about the world 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 200, 300 years from now. The world needs to see that. You need to see that how human beings can just go to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how does it feel when you know there's like hundreds of people ready to go at one person? Man? Like that got to be like a different form of adrenaline.
That means you know you're doing something right. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they really don't dislike you. They just dislike that you're good at what you do. You know what I mean? So there's some jealousy in there. There's some fact that you do a good job of what you're supposed to do. Like I was always the villain. You know what I mean? So people love, and I remember I started taking my twins to the games when they were young. They're like, Daddy, why do they boo you? Because I would take them on the road with me.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And they're like, and I didn't know how to explain to them, and I'm like, and they loved wrestling at the time, so it's just like, I always had to guard the best player, Kobe, LeBron, KD. So
my God.
So I said, I'm guarding Hulk Hogan, and I'm the Undertaker, and they said, so you wear black? I'm like, yeah, I wear black. So that was kind of the way I explained to my kids. Like, they're booing me because I do a good job of what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to, be physical. I'm supposed to play defense. I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. So that's why they're booing me. So I understand fans are supposed to do what they're supposed to do, but at the same time, I feel like there's an entitlement of lately. Like they feel like they paid the money for the ticket so they can come in and say anything, which they can't, throw shit at you, which they can't. And the NBA is really quick to fine players for responding. Like we don't come to games like, yo, I'm gonna cuss someone out and flip someone off today. Like I'm worried about, I gotta guard Steven Jackson tonight. Like, damn, let me lock in. So anything you see fans doing, it's out of or players doing, it's out of a reaction of what the fans probably, they said ill shit, calling us niggas in Utah and Boston before when we played. That said the craziest shit. And we're just supposed to take it. I think we're to a point now where like we don't have to take it. And I think the NBA needs to do a better job of enforcing in these arenas, and these owners have to take responsibility for these fans before another situation like what happened in Detroit happens, because it's getting close.
We in the playoffs. They got a cardboard cutout of me, Mike, in the jail uniform because I had just got in some trouble. They had it under the basket.
What?
That shit was
during
funny,
the playoff game.
That shit was funny.
And nobody said nothing, take it down, nothing.
That shit was funny.
no.
That's
Sounds like that would ignite me to do good.
You played well.
It did. It did.
You played well.
It did.
Yeah.
And I went autographed it for him. Afterwards.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you being Mr. Badman, I mean, the infamous Kobe, like, flinching situation, like, do you have, like, did you, like, test Kobe? Do you test certain people and then gain different forms of respect?
It wasn't really, I mean, I'm just someone, like, I'm a football player at heart. Like, I played football, that was my thing, and I caught on basketball later, so I always looked at myself as a football player playing basketball. That's why I like to play physical. That's why I like defense. So the Kobe thing was just, it was a back and forth game, and he obviously was the most skilled, but he liked to be also mentally try to fuck you. So when he'll elbow you, grab you, hit you in your sternum, hit you down
So he was
here.
like on some dirty shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
it's all the tricks of the trade that probably
Supremacy,
that
wants to
MJ
be-
was doing to people. You know what I'm saying? It just trickles on down. So he does all that shit, and he caught me in the sternum one time, knocked the wind out of me that game.
What?
I caught a dunk tip, and this motherfucker had his elbow up and hit me from my here,
bit
all the
you,
way up
he
to my
done bit
chin.
you, huh?
So I was about to fight him. I wanted to
You
fight
gonna
him.
find out.
And we talked about this too on our show when we had him. You know, I wanted to fight him at that point, and then I just happened to just fake the ball. But I think more than anything, it was just we had a mutual respect for each other because we were both willing to do whatever it took to win. You know, Kobe
He wanted to find out if he was a
likes
bitch
that.
or not. Yeah,
Right.
he was gonna
and then
find out.
that next summer, he called me and
In other
asked
words,
me.
he's a bully, right?
Nah, he tries
On the
to.
basketball
Yeah,
court, on the basketball
mentally.
court, oh yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
intimidation is a motherfucker, but I
Yeah.
wasn't intimidated. But that following summer, he called me and asked me to come be a Laker. You know what I mean? So he wanted to see what I was about and saw I wasn't no punk. And then, the next season, I'm playing with him.
My God, man. Kobe Bryant. You ever interacted with Kobe?
Yeah.
So what's up? Give me like a quick Kobe story, man. You fought him?
No, he's a beautiful guy.
Yeah.
Wanted to be the best in the world.
Did.
He said, "You're the youngest heavyweight champion, or I'm gonna be the youngest NBA champ."
So in your experience, Jordan or Kobe?
Play against who?
You've dealt with both?
As far as playing,
As far as like legendary status, like in your head.
nothing could beat death. Kobe's not around anymore. Let's wait and see until MJ's not around anymore. Then we see who's the biggest.
That make all the sense in the world.
That's a different way.
You
to look
guys
at
get
it.
those questions all the time. Though. You get tired of them.
Yeah, but
shits.
I never heard it answered like that though.
That's a great way to look at like who once they're both gone, who's really moving, still moving.
Explain time to me. I heard you said time.
Well, the last couple of years, we dealt with COVID. There's a war going on now. Diseases. There's so much fucked up shit. Racism. Like, we're so desensitized with this shit
You
right
know,
now.
there's trillions and trillions of many micro, just micro plants just going through here. We can't even see it. It pollutes us, it kills us, it ages us. How old are you?
I just turned 50.
How come you're 50? Are you sure you're 50?
I feel like it. My fucking.
How does a 50-year-old feel like?
I went to the hospital and they put that thing in your shit.
In your ass, right?
Yeah,
I did that too.
colonoscopy, yeah.
I did that too.
You got to get that at 50?
No, I did it
supposed to do it at 40.
I did it at 50 and now I did it at 55. It's 5 years.
They put like a little spaceship in there.
But listen, what I was trying to say, Julius Caesar, who was born like 70 years before Christ, he told everybody 365 days is a year. So if you're Alexander the Great, that was born that's living like in the 300 BC, how did he define his age? Because he was like a couple of hundred years before Julius Caesar. So how did he tell he was 33? That makes sense or no?
So in other words, I don't know how old I really am.
No, none of us know how old we really are.
By the way the sun or the moon is positioned, maybe that's how they were able to tell. No, I'm high, I'm fucking with you.
Because the stars and the moon don't do it every night. They don't change. How do we know if they don't change?
But what if they did? Maybe that's the way they were able to tell.
But they don't change because what makes you think it did 2,000 years ago and then it doesn't do it now?
Oh no, a lot of shit has changed since then though.
I don't think the orbit's
never moved?
Never moved. It's been documented. You
think outside the box like these guys, Stacks?
A little bit.
These guys
A little
are crazy,
bit.
man.
A little bit.
Right now, man.
That's 7 leagues.
Do you really think it's only us?
No.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that.
I definitely think there's other.
I think
there's aliens and ghosts, but I respect and all of them, and I want no problems.
All those things that you think is here. We're aliens, we're ghosts, we're everything. We're in here. We're all capable of doing the best in the world and the worst in the world.
True.
So we don't really know who we are.
True.
But who people told us who we are.
Yeah, you be taking that real ass shit, man. What?
That's
You just fucked my head up with that one.
It's just fun. It's just fun. It's fun. We're not gonna understand death. We're not gonna understand life. We're not gonna understand it by knowing it happened. You say, "Wow, I wish we could have did this earlier."
Do you feel that we're all at our acme of our careers right now, or you're just letting fate just continue to bring you out somewhere else?
I mean, I'm the type of guy, I've always been like, the benefits of being real is so beneficial. You know, I treat everybody with respect, and whatever Allah has for me, I'm accept it and keep it moving and do my best at it. That's how I've always been. I've had great relationships with great people, and a lot of the things that's happened to me now is because of my relationships. Because of my relationship with him, we got all the smoke popping. Because of my relationship with Al, we got Biola popping. So just the relationships I have and treating people how I wanted to be treated my whole life.
Golden rule.
Kept me in a good position.
I mean, you've done like ESPN and all the, like, you were hosting for years. This was like a no-brainer. Like, you just came up with the idea, y'all got to come together.
Yeah, I mean, we both kind of, neither of us really wanted to go into the media space because, like, as players, there's kind of a rift with the media. But then, you know,
I thought the same way.
He started doing it a little bit, and then a friend of mine kind of taught me into doing it, and like he said, we just bore ourselves and just talking that real shit to them. You know what I mean? And it wasn't sugar-coated. It wasn't, if we had to be critical, we could do it, you know, without disrespecting somebody. We just gave them a real input on it, and we kind of took to it. And then we were both kind of working for ESPN and Fox, and you kind of have to walk that line. So we were kicking back in my house one day, I think in the Bay, weren't we? Watching basketball, smoking. I was just like, we got to do something. Let's do a podcast. He's like, what's a podcast? I was like, I don't know, but I know we could smoke and drink and just talk shit.
That's crazy.
So from there,
Your sister came up with the name.
My sister came up with the name.
What's the name?
All the Smoke.
All the Smoke, I like that.
You got to check our wall out right behind you. But
I know.
Have you seen the mural with everything behind you? Oh, so we got Pac up there,
Mike,
Biggie.
So you got no choice. You got to do a show now. Yeah, go over there.
Yeah, Mike said, fuck the show. Me and Mike gonna be hanging out from now on. So you see Mike, you gonna see me and
Why don't we just go play? Where your people at? Your crew? You don't have your crew playing?
Our crew is right here.
We use the same crew.
Let's take these niggas. Hey, y'all finished with us?
Mike, you came up with a gummy half-bitten ear?
Hell yeah.
My motherfucking man.
I got charged $3 million. I could do this shit.
Absolutely.
Marketing genius.
I hope you make $100 million off it.
Can't keep them on the shelf.
Good, I love it.
Had 200,000.
I don't even take edibles, but Mike, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna definitely take an ear for you.
Be careful.
How many? What's the milligram? What's the dosage?
10,
of these,
right?
Jack? These are 10s?
Oh, I can eat about 3 of these.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
That's what I'm doing.
Animal.
I finished the whole bag.
I'm not no
Yo,
animal.
we only have one, right? There's no more. Mike will eat the whole shit.
Hey, Jack, we gotta film some other shit today, so
Yeah,
stare at your toes. Yeah, player.
Who do y'all get the host for y'all?
Two is good.
Who do we got? We got. I was out in.
His head over here. Mike, I heard you bid $1 million on this painting. Can we explain what's going on here? Because I think they bought it back from the islands. They sold it to someone in the Caribbean, and they came back. It's like original, like, you know, upgrade to what it was. Like, look at the feet, though.
His feet do not look that good.
Is there anything else you want to add to this?
I ain't have to talk shit. I'm high, nigga. Why can't I talk shit?
Definitely can, Mike.
Tupac's feet. Okay.
All eyes on me.
No, that's not this.
This album.
This Makaveli, ain't it?
Yeah, Makaveli.
Mike loves that song.
Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't shit. They do it so calm and subtle, like they do how they dip the nigga, you have to look the other way. And just, I don't know shit, though. Not that album.
Mike is watching.
Hey, Mike,
not that album.
you don't even understand. When I'm on the show with this motherfucker and I get it wrong, this is the asshole of the year. Oh, nah, you don't even understand. He first team all asshole, bro.
Gotta keep him on his toes, Mike.
Man, you don't even understand.
Mike, I gotta keep him on his toes, Mike. I'd be doing him an injustice if I didn't.
Oh, shit.
What do you think about all these rappers that are
Only a few
getting arrested and stuff now? Sad times.
You know, no, it's not sad time. Know what it is? They're not rappers that are criminals. They are criminals that rap. And that's what that was.
Okay.
They're very talented, but that's not what I want to do. I have a gift, but that's not my gift. This gat is my gift.
The streets, my gift.
Yeah, the streets undefeated, though. That's why they go into that process right now. Streets undefeated. Baddest niggas you know lost.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all brought that up. What can you explain trill to people that use it loosely?
First of all, you know, I'm gonna keep it funky. That's why I had to step up when A$AP Rocky said it and some other people was misusing it. It started in Port Arthur, Texas. Rest in peace, Pimp C and Bun B. It started in Port Arthur, Texas by a guy named Spoonie G, which Matt met, and OG Block. They kept saying, they were saying too real a lot, but Spoon had his mouth was messed up, so he talked with a slur. And it sounded like he was saying twill, but he was saying trill because he couldn't say too real. And it came out, everybody started saying, I'm trill. UGK ran with it, and they started calling Port Arthur the land of the trill. And it just means too real, you know what I mean? And they made it popular. Shout out to Bun B and Pimp, they made it big.
I just had dinner with Bun B.
Yeah, I saw the picture, yeah. That's the uncle. Solid dude.
And keeping it real, I mean, shout out to the respect factor of you putting out that album for Floyd, and then it did well too, so
yeah,
respect to you for that.
I'm one of the only basketball players besides Shaq. I don't know who else do, but I got a platinum
Talk that
album.
shit, Jack.
You
Talk
know,
that shit.
one,
Get
yeah,
chest
a
out.
million streams.
Yeah, a million streams, baby.
Rest in peace, Georgie. You know what I'm saying?
You're such a nice, humble man. I see you're Muslim, so you're humble about it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, but you know, I wish I didn't have to do the project. I wish I didn't have to go through all the stuff with George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, that's a gift.
You know what I mean?
It's, you know, you're helping so many other people get courage.
Yeah.
Facts.
You're helping a lot of, God forbid, courageless people. I want to use another word, but courageless people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in a crazy world. And you saw the Dave Chappelle thing? They're not even charging that guy.
I was there.
Oh,
that
you
shit
were there,
was
right, Matt? Oh, shit, Matt was there.
unbelievable.
Can you tell us what happened?
Tell me about that, because we ain't talking about that either. What happened, dog?
First of all, the show was off the chain. He went at everybody.
Yeah, he don't care.
Oh, man. But
when you mean everybody, like
everybody,
anything, everybody.
Everybody.
You can't bring a phone in there, right?
No, yeah, but he was shooting strays at every community. So sit back and get ready.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, for real. I saw that shit was woo.
Yeah.
So it was at the end of the show. So it almost seemed fake. It almost seemed like, damn, they're gonna do a little stunt out of this, but it was real. So the motherfucker went up, worked his way to the front, jumped up, ran and kind of tackled him, and Dave kind of dodged him a little bit, and he fell to his side. Then you see like 6 security dudes come rushing in, but the little attackers got right by the DJ stage and slipped away. And then he ran around back. They have a big screen, and they went around back and they caught him in the corner, and they stomped his motherfucking ass out. But the dopest part about it was, Jack, so Dave is trying to play it off, be funny while it's happening, but then he realized they're in the back stomping him. This nigga puts the mic down and goes back.
Get him something in,
Got him a couple, and then came back and told us that's what he did, because from that point I could only see the corner, so I couldn't really see who was back in there, but some people had a camera. Shit was unbelievable. Socket, when you fuck with it too much and the shoulder would come out with the little He-Man, that's how they had this dude shit like this, and his, they got him. But that's what's gotta happen, man. You can't keep fucking with these. Yeah, man, that's how it should be. And we went to the Kevin Hart thing the next day, so I trained at Kev's studio. Shout out to Just Train crew. So I was telling him, let me sit on stage in case something happens. It was literally like 2 nights later, it was like, it's in case, and it's like, we gonna be ready. So like, it's like, they really gotta watch out now for, if they tell a joke, someone might rush them.
Niggas fuck with people. That's just what it's gonna always be that way.
Thank God, man. You think if you were there, you think Will Smith would have came at you if you did a joke?
Well, I wouldn't be talking about his fucking wife.
Yeah.
No, so he wouldn't hit me, no.
There it is.
That's a good reaction.
Plain and simple.
Wouldn't be talking about that man's wife.
Yeah, but whether he talked about anything, I don't think I would still go up there to fuck with Mike, though. Like,
I wouldn't fuck with me, but I wouldn't say nothing to me to fuck with me.
All right.
I wouldn't fuck with a 10-year. I just don't fuck with people because from my experience, I know anybody's capable of killing you. For my life.
It ain't worth it.
that shit look like it derived from this Tupac thing.
I was taught as a young age, the scariest person is the most dangerous one in the room.
Oh, I see. Yes. Fear, you'd be surprised.
Do anything.
Never underestimate a pussy whip boyfriend either.
That's some real shit.
Why is it always like that? The pussiest motherfucker is the one that does
Too much
like,
passion.
the damage, like and
Passion.
We go through so many stages of people passing away and getting killed by the wrong person. Like, I mean, in our eyes, is the wrong person, but you really have to watch who you are around with. Like, It's crazy. Look at Nipsey Hussle.
It was written in the dark, and God said, "Let there be light." It's happened. Whatever happens, happened millions of years ago already. It's been written already. You didn't navigate yourself here.
I never thought I'd be here. I mean, I never thought I'd be here with y'all, too.
Listen, I'm sure that I did, because I'm stupid. No, I can't do that, no.
That's crazy.
Can't do that.
So if you
The different force got me here.
So where do you think you're going to be at in the next 10 years? You going to be in outer space? You going to be
me?
Yeah, where are you going to be at?
Alive, I hope.
First and foremost.
Yeah, alive.
Wow. This guy got a powerful answer for every question.
No, it's just that it's realistically. How could I be somewhere 10 years from now if I'm not alive? You know, I mean, I just have to live through the experience to make it to 10 years.
Game.
Well, we got the playoffs going off. Who y'all going for? I mean, Nets got see you later. Jesus.
Who's in the finals?
We're not there yet. They're about to. They're in they're heading to the conference finals. They're
semis.
They're in the semis right now.
So who's your faves, or who do you think at the end?
In the East right now, for me, it's looking like Milwaukee still. They just look good right now to me. And in the West, I'm going with Golden State still.
I like Boston out of the East. I think they're going to come back and beat Milwaukee without Middleton. If Middleton was there, I think Milwaukee would move past, but we'll see. And I think it's going to the Western Finals. I think are going to be Phoenix and Golden State. And I think that's going to be
a good one.
It's going to be a great one.
Mike, you going for Golden State to win it all?
Phoenix, motherfucker.
Okay. Yeah, shout out CP. I'd like to see CP. That's my bro. That's my point guard. I'd like to see him get his first ring. He definitely deserves it. He's a top 5 point guard, regardless in my eyes. But I think that'll solidify it.
Wow. So the end game. You want to put money down? Who's taking it all?
Man,
you want to put a little 500 down, Mike? Who you going for?
I'm not a betting man, but I would like for Phoenix to win.
Yeah, I don't gamble either. But
yeah, DraftKings has to pay me to get my opinion.
I second that.
Where y'all leading to? Are y'all gonna be doing live podcast situations that a lot of people are doing now?
Yeah, so we're gonna go on tour this spring with a company called Light and looking to partner with someone else as well. But we're gonna do a show in the Bay. Mike, you need to come on tour with us, Mike. 3 cities.
Tell me about 3. I always wanted to do that location shit.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely one. I mean, Mike is already a legend, but he's like,
definitely
what do you call a legend?
Tupac,
How does a legend become a legend?
Well, let me say this, Mike. And for me, I can tell you why you're legendary to us. You know what I mean? And just let me give you your flowers for a second. For us, it's, the areas we come from, you know what I mean? And to see somebody like us grow up like us to become a champ out of all that and everything you've been through at a young age, like that, not just in boxing, but in all sports, that motivates everybody from where we come from, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? So to see you accomplish all that at a young age, be the world's youngest heavyweight champion, like, we always watching that shit, even though we was playing other sports. So I'm way in Texas rooting for Mike Tyson, like, you my homeboy. Right? So we all looked up to that. So you're a legend to all of us for those reasons, for overcoming all that and being the youngest person to be a professional champion in boxing.
But then also on top of that, I mean, for you to persevere, like, the road to success is never like this. It's like this. And you've been through the peaks and valleys, and to look at yourself today and what you're doing today, to be able to persevere through all you've been through, you're definitely a legend to all of us, man.
But me as a person, I appreciate that. But I don't even look at myself as a human being. I just look at myself as a piece of divine energy that's made for competition. I just always want to be the best in the world. Whatever, anything. If I'm not the best in the world, I'm fucked up.
There's no number 2 in your world.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Wow.
But what about just being the best you?
Huh?
What about just being the best you?
But maybe being best me is me conquering the world.
Okay, that's said enough. Enough said.
I have that hole that never is empty.
Right.
Well, I guess we can end on that note, right? Jesus.
All right.
So
Man,
deep,
cheers
man.
to that.
Did the edibles kick in yet? You guys are good?
Yeah, I mean, I could have ate 2 more, but, you know, my big bro told me to hold it down.
We got work to do.
I could have ate the whole bag.
All right, this is another ending episode of Hotboxing. And guys, this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to look in these cameras and tell people what you're about, where they can find you, what you want to do, and this is your life right here for like a minute. Tell everybody what you want to do.
Talk your shit, Jack.
Real talk, just hit them.
Stak 5, one half of All the Smoke, Tandem, Showtime, Killers, Podcast
It's all
Killers.
time, we fucked up. Bring the smoke box so you can show the smoke box.
What? Actually, that's for you.
Yeah,
I know, but you got to show. Yeah, give it to me on television.
Yeah, this is our gift for you, bro.
Wow.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Break it down for him, Jack.
Yeah. Stak 5, one half of the All the Smoke team. You can find me everywhere there's something good going on, or everywhere that people are doing something to benefit someone else and not themselves. You dig? That's what I got going on.
Selflessness.
You know what I mean? And we out here. All the Smoke. We got a package for our brother, Makaveli Mike, the champ.
Thank you very much,
All
brother.
the Smoke Gill.
Where can they find that at?
They can find it at allthesmoke.store. You might not look as good as me when you wear it, but go on, try it. You can try though. You feel me? Yeah, you can try.
You go.
We got to get some for Whoo Kid too. I've been knowing him for almost 20 plus years. I think when I first started doing music, now people don't know this. Whoo Kid got me on a radio station with him in New York.
Leaking music.
And played my music. You know what I'm saying? Before anybody was taking it
before or
serious.
after you beat him up?
Hey, I was wilding around the time, but that was my partner.
Remember the day, have you been to the... Yo, man, you better play my motherfucking music. Yo, man, play this, man.
I play all the time.
All the tough guys, yo, play this fucking music.
I play it. You know?
Get it out the way up.
That's New York.
Yeah,
play this fucking music, man.
You see, ain't nobody jamming it.
So, all right, Hotboxing, man. Is it over? We're done?
That's what the boss said.
All right, so I guess we're out of here, man. See ya.
Show me what you got, show me what you got. Show me what you got, show me what you got. Ride it down your block with that thing, about to let it go.